Chad, Niger, Burkina Faso, Sudan. What do these countries have in common? Record-breaking displacement that the world is turning its back on. We've just published our annual Neglected Crises report. It reveals what countries are facing mass displacement crises that media and world leaders are neglecting. The number of people being forced to flee their homes are rising, and the needs are spiraling. Yet, funding, media attention, and political engagement remain inadequate. Burkina Faso is, for the second year running, the #1 most neglected displacement crisis. Conflict erupted in this landlocked country in the central Sahel 6 years ago, and since then, mass displacement, blockades, killings, and catastrophic food insecurity has engulfed the country. Very little coverage is given to this crisis, as so many international media outlets and journalists are banned from even working in the country. And local press, they shield completely away from this crisis in the wake of so many increased risks. Across the border in Niger, a coup in 2023 led to a massive decline in funding. Less than half of the money that we need to save and improve people's lives was received. All this while an economic and food crisis unfolds at the same time. It's often considered that for a crisis to get attention from the global media, something new and dramatic must happen. However, despite war breaking out in Sudan, causing the world's largest displacement crisis, it remains one of the most underreported to this day. While Sudan grappled with the crisis at its borders, its neighbors were reeling from the consequences. Poverty-stricken Chad is now hosting over 600,000 refugees who have fled ethnically driven attacks in West Darfur. While South Sudan's resources are strained with the arrival of a further 500,000 people. Neither of these countries received the funding or the attention that they need and deserve. Honduras is the only country on the list that's not on the African continent. Widespread violence, organized crime, femicide, and climate shocks are driving people from their homes. Yet efforts from the humanitarian community to draw attention to the crisis was ignored. Neglect is becoming the new normal when it comes to displacement crises. Now we are sounding the alarm. You can head to nrc.no/neglect to see how you can support and help.